I'm Tom Garzillo from Plano, Texas. I've been in practice for 22 years now. The clinic's got over 10,000 patient files, and when we talked about telling what our miracle story would be, last night I was thinking about it, and it got so tough because I was thinking that, well, when I first showed up in chiropractic college, it was because I'd gotten hurt in high school, and a guy was able to do something for me that nobody else could, and because of that, I changed from wanting to be an optometrist, which I'd wanted to do ever since I could remember, to becoming a chiropractor. And so when the first day of school, when everybody was telling their story as to why they were going to get involved with chiropractic, I'm thinking, well, I got this great story because it's really unique about how I got hurt and how a chiropractor helped me, and that's why I decided to become a chiropractor. And every single person that spoke before me told the same story. So I'm thinking, oh, well, that's not going to work, because I'm thinking, wow, this is really unique that this is unusual, and everybody had the same story. So miracle number one, everybody had the same story. Get out, get in practice, meet a girl. Turns out her folks told her that she was going to have to marry a chiropractor because that's what they wanted her to do. So 20 years and 3 kids later, I guess that was one of the miracles. In practice, it happens all the time, but it just gets so hard to narrow it down. I mean, last week is the miracle that Earl, I'm probably not allowed to use any last names, but Earl's wife passes away. Earl had actually been a bowler on the Professional Bowlers Tour here in the States in the mid-'60s. He traveled with Don Carter. He was real successful, but kind of gave it up as he was no longer able to do that. And when his wife passed away, he really didn't have anything in his life anymore. And he was coming in as a patient, lower back problems, some other areas. And as he started to loosen up, he said, wow, it would be great if I could bowl again. And, we started working on him a little bit. He comes literally, a couple weeks ago in tears talking about how he can do something now that was the first love of his life after he lost the second love of his life. And I mean, to me, I'm thinking, well, that's really cool, and then when he told me what he's bowling, I'm thinking, this guy can kick my rear end now bowling, and he's in his mid-70s, into his late 70s, and it happens all the time in the clinic. And part of what's difficult for me is it's easy to forget. You do it for people all the time. It's their daughter, it's their parents, it's their neighbors, it's their dog. And, they just want you to help in any way you can. And they're not looking for whatever else is out there. They're looking for what we've got. And I guess when I thought about the miracle, I've thought of so many, but it really boiled down to the same one. There was a point in time where being a chiropractor changed from what I did to who I was. And after that, the stories all became the same. And it sounds, I don't want to make it sound like I'm talking about myself, but the miracle turned out to be my life.